So GPT-5 is finally here and people are losing their goddamn minds. Is it the long-awaited step towards AGI, or is it just GPT-4 with a shinier coat of paint? Today we're gonna break down what's new, what's hype, and how GPT-5 stacks up against its older siblings. So, after months of rumors, GPT-5 officially launched on August 7th, 2025. And here's the wild part. It's available to everyone, even on the free tier of ChatGPT. That means you don't have to be a paying subscriber to get access to the most advanced model OpenAI has ever created. One of the biggest features everyone is talking about is something that Sam Altman calls the magic unified intelligence. Instead of you picking which model to use, like GPT 3.5, 4, or GPT 4 Turbo, GPT-5 automatically routes your request to the smartest or to the most efficient variant for the job. In other words, it chooses the model for you. It also comes in different modes, so standard, mini, and nano. So it can scale from light, quick tasks all the way to deep, complex problem solving without you lifting a single finger. So let's talk about numbers and capabilities. Compared to GPT-4, GPT-5 can handle twice the context length, so it remembers and works with way more of your conversation or your document at once. Input costs are also cut by about 50%, so it generates fewer tokens overall. And here's the big one. It reduces hallucinations by anywhere between 45 to 80%. It's also faster, so whether you're coding, writing a business plan, or let's say asking for medical style advice, GPT-5 responds more quickly and with a sharper, more human-like tone. And if you're into coding, GPT-5 can build fully functional apps, games, or even websites with minimal prompting. Creative writing, it's less robotic and more alive. Alright, so that all sounds great on paper, but what does GPT-5 actually feel like in action? Let me show you something that I built in N8N. So for this demo, I've simulated an online shop that sells office supplies. We're talking ergonomic chairs, adjustable desks, and LED lamps, you name it. Our agent will answer questions, it will send links and even recommend related products, all automatically. So here's the heart of it. The agent will listen for incoming messages on WhatsApp, then check the Google Sheet with product data, and then it uses ChatGPT-5 to give a friendly human-like reply. If the user sends a voice note, it will transcribe it and reply as if they were chatting with a real person. And the best part, the agent will follow strict rules, no making things up, always checking the live product info, and speaking like an actual sales or support rep would. So if I now execute the workflow, let's see what ChatGPT-5 and my AI agent will respond. Hi, good afternoon. I'm looking for a TV for my office. Do you have something in store? All right, let's check what my agents send us.
Good afternoon. We don't have TVs in stock right now, but we do have a portable HD mini projector, HD HDMI USB for 120, that works great in meeting rooms. Want me to send you the link? Side note, teams often pair it with our multi-device charging station, 4490, to keep laptops and phones powered during meetings.
A projector might work. Do I need some sort of special cables to connect it?
Good question. No special cables needed. The projector works with a standard HDMI cable from your laptop. If your laptop only has USB-C, like many MacBooks, you'll just need a USB-C to HDMI adapter. It's also USB compatible, but HDMI is the usual way to present. What device will you connect it to? MacBook with USB-C, a Windows laptop with HDMI, or something else?
So after using the agent for a while, I've noticed a few things that aren't perfect. In some cases, especially when I throw really detailed or complex questions at it, it feels like the responses take a bit longer to come through. It's not every time, but you do notice it when you're waiting for an answer. I've also felt that the personality can be a little more neutral compared to older versions like GPT-4o. For sales or customer support role, it still works well, but in casual back and forth, it sometimes loses a bit of that spark. Another thing I've seen is that it can get a bit too wordy. Every now and then it gives me a long explanation when all I wanted was a quick, straight answer. And while it's been really accurate most of the time, there have been moments where it gives one perfect reply and then follows up with something slightly vague or a little bit overcautious. Hallucinations are very rare now, but they can still happen. So if you're dealing with critical info, it's definitely worth double checking. But to be fair, most of these little hiccups have happened in very specific situations or when I was really pushing it to the limit. For everyday customer questions and product recommendations, it's been smooth and fast and surprisingly capable. So here's why people are hyped. It's smarter, it's faster, and it's more accurate. And thanks to the routing system, it's easier to use. You don't have to think about which model is the best because GPT-5 figures that out for you. And for the average user, that's a big deal. It's also more resource efficient, which means cheaper and better for heavy users, especially for developers. And unlike past releases, the fact that the free version now gets the top tier model is, well, honestly kind of shocking. But let's not forget, it's not perfect. This is still not full AGI. GPT-5 isn't continuously learning. It's still a snapshot in time, and some advanced users actually dislike the automatic model routing because they lose a bit of control over the exact engine that is running the prompt. Also, while the free tier gets GPT-5, some of the fastest or most capable modes are still behind the subscription. And of course, like any AI, it can still make mistakes and it can still produce, well, things that are not too real. So how does GPT-5 rank against its predecessors? In almost every metric. So context length, speed, accuracy, creativity, it's a clear win over GPT-4 or GPT 3.5. The step forward might not feel as dramatic as, let's say, the leap from GPT 3 to 4, but in terms of polish, reliability, and raw usability, GPT-5 might be the most user-friendly and developer-ready model OpenAI has ever created. So whether you think it's the first step towards AGI or just another tool in the arsenal, one thing is for sure, the AI race has just begun.